Hello guys, welcome to the next video. This one is a follow-up on the one that I've already started. So this is part 2 of the Neil Patel's top 10 tips for getting your content seen online, which I think is a great alternative to paid advertising, which is obviously highly effective. But writing articles and posts and then getting an audience in front of them is obviously, I think, another effective method for us to reach people and build our lists. So here goes. We've had 1 to 5, so this is 6 to 10. I'll be going over it fairly quickly for the interest of time and concentration. But the next one that he mentioned was so when you're writing your articles, link to other sites in your niche, mention your authors, mention their content, mention your authors, and then when you approach them to retweet your post, you just casually mention that you've already linked to their content and here's evidence of it. And he says you'll see a 20 to 30% increase in them retweeting your post to their lists, just because you're doing the same favour back, so you're promoting their stuff, so they're likely to do the same for you, or at least it'll increase the probability of it anyway. Next one is to start networking with other writers and authors, build relationships. Seems obvious, but he says just get out there, start commenting on their blogs and their articles, emailing them direct and retweeting their content and asking them to do the same for yours. Just build a relationship. And he says this is really good for when you need favours in the future, i.e. guest posting, which is the next tip. So guest posting is 6, 7, 8. So guest posting is the next one. Make it non-promotional, non-salesy. Put your bio in there and start hooking in with other bloggers, even small blogs with not massive lists. Just start building up slowly and just start getting a habit of writing for other people. And he says this is a really good way for them to start utilising other people's lists if our lists are still small, and then getting your content seen and getting people driven to your blog and your site, which leads to the next one, which is number 9, and that's collecting emails, which is very obvious, something we all know about list building, we're all highly trained in, so this one's just a reminder. But you're doing all this hard work through your content to drive people back to your site, back to your blog, to get them onto your list. So you just need to make sure that your site is in a position where you can actually get their information, and you need to be adding value through your articles and through your blogs to get the people back in the first place to do that. So giving something away for free is the obvious one, but he mentioned the same thing, and it still works, and it will probably still work in years to come. But get their information by pop-ups or Aweber sort of forms in your columns or whatever, but just make sure when they come to your site they know where to sign up for your list and future content. And then number 10 is to start creating and promoting your own groups on the social media sites. And in Neil's opinion, LinkedIn is the #1 social media site for building groups, building contacts quickly. And he said if you were to combine all the other social media sites together, they still wouldn't beat LinkedIn for the power and the quality of lead that he gets through the groups that he's created. And what he does, he creates groups in LinkedIn that are relevant to your niche again. You join others in your niche, you invite people back to your group, and he says quite easily you can have thousands, you can have a membership of 1, 2, 3,000 in your group very quickly. And then when you've written your article and your content, you promote it to that group, or you just blast it to that group, and that will generate a lot of traffic, thousands of people visiting that article very quickly. And they're already in your niche, you've already built your relationship with them, so you can generate a lot of leads very quickly this way. So I thought that was a really good tip. LinkedIn's not something that I thought about, but he was adamant that this is one of the most effective ways that he builds his lists at the moment, so maybe something to think about. And then the last thing that he mentioned, so we've gone through all 10 tips now. The last 2 things that he mentioned actually that I'll say: do this consistently for 6 months. Consistency is the key. It will be slow at first, but if you follow these 10 steps for 6 months, he says you will generate leads, and good quality leads at that, to your site, to your list, just by writing an article, making it good, adding value, and then promoting it to other blogs and their Twitter lists. And then the last thing that he says, if you're strapped for time and you're strapped for money, just do steps 1 to 4, which is write good quality content, make it evergreen, don't do it in an essay style, make it punchy, make it impactful, and then promote it to other bloggers and ask them to tweet it. He says steps 1 to 4 are the most important. The other ones will just give it like a turbo boost and are really important, But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you as an alternative to paid advertising. I'm going to try it myself because I like writing, I like doing blog posts, and it all sounds very useful. And I think Neil knows what he's talking about, being a multi-millionaire blogger, and he's built all his lists from just blogging. So really interesting. But thanks for listening, and have a great week, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.